Merry meet everyone. I was going to do answer the question of the other one. Unfortunately, I have to, I guess, find more information because I thought I had everything printed out, but I didn't. So I'm going to do a great way to get healthy. I actually made this where I pass this out at my job to help people that are either diabetic or trying to lose weight. So I'm going to show you this and hopefully this helps you. Okay, so there's something called glycemic index, which are found on the back of foods. Anybody can see the glycemic index. It will say right on the top. But the most important is the glycemic load. So I'm going to show you really quick on the screen. Hopefully you can see that. You see where that's right here, glycemic index and glycemic load. The glycemic load, what you have to do is you have to multiply the carbohydrate grams by the GI and divide it by 100. Okay, so I'm going to show this one more time and you guys can pause this to actually write down these numbers because they're very important, and I hope that this will go reverse for you guys and not the other way. If not, then I can write this out for you guys and yeah, so if anything, if you guys want, you can write me and say, hey, you know, it didn't come out right or something, and I will send it to you. Complex carbs. I strongly advise you guys to please stay away from white refined sugar, white rice, white bread, whole wheat bread. Stay away from them, okay? You need to eat whole grains such as whole wheat pasta, whole grain bread, multi-grain bread, cereals and oatmeal, beans, brown rice, peas, and most root vegetables. If you're allergic to grains, that's understandable. They have different types of bread. They have tapioca, flour type bread. They have different types of breads that you can eat. So there's no excuse to why you should be eating white bread in the first place. And white refined sugars, which are found in everything such as sodas, candies, cakes, cookies, stuff like that. Stay away from them. Unless you make them from, from scratch and you use like stevia or something like that, that's the best thing to do. Consuming carbohydrates with protein, fiber, and good fats will help blood sugar level stabilize, which is perfect for diabetics because a lot of diabetics don't know how to control their blood sugar levels correctly with food. So good fats that you can do. The good fats are monounsaturated fats, which is avocados and olive oil. Avocados, if you're going to eat avocado, you need to eat half of an avocado into like a salad or mash it up and put it into like a chicken burger or a fish burger or even a veggie burger. Tastes really good. It can even be a substitute for mayonnaise. I think so. And you can put it in salads. Polyunsaturated fats, such as essential fatty acids, such as salmon and mackerel. Flax seeds and flaxseed oil, walnuts, soybeans, and plant foods. So those are the good fats. The bad fats here are saturated fats, such as red meat. Yes, that is a saturated fat. That's the reason why it gives high cholesterol too. Pork, dairy, lard, such as palm and coconut oil. Coconut oil is very good for you, but you cannot consume a whole bunch of it because it is considered a saturated fat. But, like I said, as long as it's a small portion. So if you follow the instructions on the container, then you'll be fine. But other than that, the other ones are bad. You must eat at least 25 grams of fiber daily. Like I said in the previous video for the migraine and the dandruff, you have to eat a lot of fiber. If you were to write a journal down and write down all the fiber that you eat in a day, you will not consume 25 grams of fiber. You will be lucky if you do, okay? What you should eat on a daily basis is fruits and vegetables that are in season, organic if possible, but make sure they're in season. I mean, there's some fruits out there and vegetables. I wish I would have had this written down, but there's a certain dozen that you should eat organic no matter what, and some that it is fine that if you don't eat it organic. It's like the dirty vegetables or fruits or something like that. I forget what it's called. Vegetables should be lightly cooked. Steamed would be better, because if you cook them all the way, you're actually depleting their nutrient, and there's no point then, of eating it. Stay away from refined sugars, again, such as white bread and whole wheat. Whole wheat is white bread dyed. No cookies, candy, sodas, no high fructose corn syrup. I don't care what these stupid commercials say, they are bad for you. Any type of corn syrup is bad for you, okay? Use stevia or xylitol. Okay, xylitol is safe for diabetics, and so is stevia. So you could use that instead. And there's a lot of it's found in gum and stuff like that. If you go to like the health food stores, you'll see that. Avoid food colorings, additives, and processed foods. There's so much things out there that have food coloring and additives and oh my god, it's just so much, and it's sad. Yes, the reason why it's sad is because since they discovered that we can process the food so that it will last longer on the shelf, it has been causing us a lot of harm in our body because we're not used to that. Our bodies does not digest that. When people talk about like the caveman diet or whatever like that, see, the problem is with the caveman diet is that our DNA has not changed since the caveman times. So our bodies cannot handle the amount of foods that we're eating. So we can survive off of eating a certain amount, like the caveman. The caveman ate vegetables, fruits, very little meat, because sometimes they didn't even have it. So, when people are like, oh, I'm a caveman and I eat red meat all day. No. They barely had it. So there's no point of, saying that. And plus, a lot of times they didn't even know fire at the time, so they had to eat it raw. So, I mean, they barely cooked their foods. Just a little fact for you guys. Eating more whole foods are beneficial for you. If you eat meat, please avoid red meat unless it's the size of the palm of your hand, and it can only be once a month. That's it, once a month. You're not supposed to be eating red meat so much. It actually causes heart disease. It causes your arteries to clog, and it causes high cholesterol. So it's not good for you at all. I don't care what anybody says, what doctor says. I don't care. They're paid by companies such as the dairy and meat industry and the drug companies to make you say that it's healthy for you when it's not. So if you're going to eat any type of red meat, it needs to be rare. It needs to be the size of your palm, and it has to be fresh farmed type, like grass fed or organic is the best way to go. The reason being is because our intestines are long, okay? Yes, we are considered an omnivore, but the fact is that our intestines are too long to have any, to be like a carnivore. The reason being is carnivores, their stomachs, say this is their stomach and this is their colon. Right here, okay, is their intestine. That's it. It's one shot go. Ours, okay, is this long tube, okay, that stretches as long as like 64 feet or some crap like that, something like that. And it takes 7 years for red meat to get out of your system. 7 years. All right? That's gross. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want that in my stomach. Anyways, chicken should be lean, and fish must not be farm raised. So as long as, try to make it as clean as possible. Okay? No hormones, nothing like that. Exercise often. I hear this excuse all the time that nobody can exercise. I know I have trouble exercising, so I mean, when I'm at work, I'm running around at work, so that gives me some source of exercise. And when I go drop off the deposit, it's about a half a mile, so I walk a mile a day in a sense. So walk around the block, jog, ride a bike, play a sport, swim, do yoga, dance, anything to keep you moving. I love dancing. I dance as often as possible. Even if I'm like in the bathroom by myself and I'm in front of the mirror, I'll start dancing. The reason being is because I need to keep my body moving. But I really don't care if I dance in front of people. So I do like the Xbox dance thing, and that helps me. It's understandable that people are busy, but instead of sitting all day, try to stand up in the office. Yeah, you have a desk, but you don't need to be sitting all those hours. You can stand up. People may look at you weird, but you know what? At least you're keeping your body going and moving. Okay? Instead of driving to get somewhere, like let's say you live in the city, okay? And instead of grabbing a cab or doing whatever like that, just walk. It's probably a lot better. I can understand if you live somewhere where it's more rural and there's, you have to drive about 10 minutes away just to get food. That's understandable. Don't walk there. But, I'm just trying to give you some examples. So there's always ways to move around. Instead of fast food, okay, yes, there's tons of fast food restaurants that have healthy foods and stuff, which is understandable. Like McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell and all these places have so-called healthy foods. They're not as healthy as you think they are. So even their salads, they're not as healthy because their salad dressings have high fructose corn syrup, has tons of sugar, tons of sodium, tons of preservatives and additives. The only thing that you could do is bring your own salad dressing, get some lettuce and the tomato and whatever, and just do that. Or just bring it from home. Make it the night before and just bring it from home. Plain and simple. Please drink water every 2 waking hours. They're very important. You have to drink water. There's different ways to make water taste better. You can put strawberries in it, cucumbers. You can put lemon, lime, orange, anything in the water to make it taste better. Do not put any sugar in it. If you're going to put any type of sugar, you put in stevia. You have to try to eliminate these things. If you guys want to get better and get healthy, this is the best way to do it. Okay. Vitamins that you should be taking on a daily basis. There is a way to find out if you're deficient in certain supplements or in certain nutrients, and that can be done by a blood test. But the vitamins that you should be taking, because our food is so depleted from our vitamins and minerals that we need, this is what you need to do. You need to get a high potency multivitamin. Preferably from a health food store. Try to eliminate going to Walgreens or CVS or Walmart or Target or a grocery store. The reason being, a lot of those are not what they are and they're not good for you. So, there is some that are. There's some that are really good, and Walmart and some places like Walgreens and CVS do sell things that the health food stores sell. But you have to be careful in what you're using. Fish oil. You need to take it up to at least 3,000 milligrams daily. If you find a fish oil that's 1,000 milligrams, you have to take that 3 times in a day. There is some that are 1 a day, but you have to make sure it equals to that amount. If you have problems with depression or any type of mood issues, you need to make sure the EPA is a lot higher than the DHA. If you do not need anything with mood stabilization, then you can get something with a higher DHA, okay? A B complex and a B12. The reason why these have to be 2 separate items to buy is because, yes, B12 is found in B complex, but it's not enough that you need. B complex and a B12 are good for energy metabolism. It's good for the heart, so it just brings the circulation to the heart and it gives you that energy. But it's also good for stress because it helps the nerves. It helps calm the nerves. B12 is usually found in red meat, but like I said before, red meat is not allowed to be consumed as often to even get those nutrients, so you have to supplement. And make sure they're sublingual, or you can get injections. 5,000 mcg is usually the recommended dosage, which is 5 milligrams, is usually enough for the day. But some people like to start off at like 1,000 mcg or whatever, but sometimes you might have to supplement more often throughout the day. CoQ10 or coenzyme Q10. It's great for people that are 20 and up. This will help keep the blood flow to the heart. This enzyme is needed to help give energy to the cell of the body. So anybody and everybody should be taking CoQ10, except for if you're under the age of 21, I believe. So you need to start taking it because it's very important. Vitamin C is important for the fact that it helps with the immune system. So you need to take that at least 500 milligrams. They have chewables, they have capsules, they have coated caplets. I mean, there's so many different kinds of vitamin C that you can take, even a liquid or a gummy. Be very careful with gummies, people. Gummies do not have enough nutrients. So just because they taste good doesn't mean that you're getting all the nutrients. So try to stay with an actual tablet, a capsule, or liquid, okay? Liquid is better because you get more of the nutrients faster in your system. Vitamin D. There's two different kinds of vitamin Ds. There's vitamin D2, which is a plant derivative, or vitamin D3, which is animal. Usually it's either from beef or sheep oil. It promotes calcium and phosphorus absorption from the intestines, increases calcium deposition into bone, helps prevent cancer, and required for proper thyroid function. You take up to 5,000 IUs daily. Okay, and like I said before, in many of my videos, I also will try to put a warning in the description bar. It's always wise to consult your doctor, okay, for any type of supplementation. If you're unsure of the effects of the prescription, that is the most important thing. But a lot of these that I put on here should not affect your prescription at all. Even if you're on statins or anything like that, I mean, these are pretty good. The only time that you should be careful with taking a vitamin is if you're not deficient in it. So it's always wise to find out the symptoms of not having a certain vitamin. Your doctor must be certified in nutrition to give you any nutritional advice. Usually they will recommend you to go to a nutritionist or a dietitian. So that's important. And also research information. Okay, if doctors tell you that something is not good to take, a vitamin or anything that can actually help you, it's because they have no idea. The funny thing is, they have these medical journals, okay? And these medical journals state all the new exciting things that they find that are either holistic or, can change everything. So what you need to do is you need to question your doctor. This is how you can tell if your doctor's an open-minded doctor or if he's all about drugs, prescription drugs. You need to ask him questions of holistic things that can actually help you, because there's so many things out there that are not prescription drug, like herbs and vitamins and food, that can actually help you get better, where you don't have to take these prescription drugs, because a lot of these prescription drugs are killing people. It kills about 140,000 people a year. Vitamins have not killed anybody unless it was an interaction with a medication, which is because of a prescription drug. It has nothing to do with the vitamin or the mineral. It is just the drug. If anybody has cancer, it is not hereditary. Cancer is actually caused by inflammation and environmental toxins. So if anybody tells you, oh, well, you have cancer because your mother has it, that's bull. Because I known a lot of people that have breast cancer or colon cancer or whatever that do not have it in their family. They got it on their own. So that's bull crap, okay? Don't listen to that. If anybody tries to tell you need surgery for a specific thing, that you need to research, make sure you get a second opinion, unless you have a bone sticking out, you're bleeding internally or something, there's something that's causing you that you need to have surgery, it's a dire need, then that's a different situation. Like for me, for instance, when my gallbladder was removed, I could have had a way to actually deflate my gallbladder, but unfortunately, I didn't know about that at the time. So always get a second opinion, always do your research, and never take something from somebody that say that it works and it will not. Like I was saying before, yes, I'm in school for this, and yes, I work doing this, and I've helped a lot of people, and I've got people where they've gone and got tested and they found out that they had certain disorders because I recognized the symptoms and I said it to them. But not everything works for everybody. We're all different. And that's the reason why you guys have to be careful with taking anything that you have. And if you're going to take any prescription drug, make sure that they've been make sure that they have been around for more than 10 years. The reason being is because you're just a test subject. If it's been a new product, ooh, a new product came in 6 months ago. Well, you're a test subject, people. That's just to let you know. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys, understood what I was talking about, because I know I kind of ramble and I started talking about different things. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please contact me, and I have no problem of helping you. So have a good day, and blessed be.